G'day guys, it's Gonzo here with a little look at Guild Wars 2. It's a free-to-play MMO, and I have to say, so far I've been very impressed with this game. Um, it is quite brilliant. A lot of things in this game they do differently from other MMOs, such as World of Warcraft and stuff like that.
Died in the sieges. Queen Jenna can choke on that treaty.
Chill out. I think actually this is part of a quest.
It's tough to prosper nowadays, but we try.
Yeah, I got a quest in this particular town to do various things, such as remove that shit. And one of the cool things, just like that, is you finish a quest and you just get like a bit of mail with some money in the mail. It's just brilliant. And then you'd have to hand the quest in. I don't know, I like that. I like the idea of not having to hand the quest in. You can just cruise on around and do the quest. You don't even have to really go to the quest giver to get the quest. It just pops up when you're in the area and away you go. You just do it. It's awesome. Such a great idea. I don't know why. Like, shut up. Shut that. Just honestly. Please be quiet. So I'm playing as a Guardian. I'm currently level 35, which is down the bottom left here. You can see there's a scaling thing for certain areas. I'm actually level 32 in this area, but my character is level 35. There's another quest in this area out here. So we'll have a bit of a look around and see what the go is. There's obviously standard inventory, bags and stuff like that. I've only got 8 slot bags at the moment. You do get your different professions, so crafting wise I'm an armor smith and a chef, and you can go through and you get materials and all that sort of jazz. That's all the same. A little known cool thing with the crafting is the XP that you earn with the crafting goes to your actual level XP, so you can level up by crafting. It's not a bad idea. It's pretty good. You get weapon skills which stay the same depending on what class you are. Actually, they don't stay the same. It's dependent on your particular weapon or offhand. Right now I'm wielding a great sword, so I get these set of skills here. But for example, if I change to my mace and shield, I get a whole heap of different skills down here. And then you get these ones over here, which are your slot skills, which you use with you buy them with skill points, which you can find around the place, and you get one every level. There's actually a skill point just here. I would imagine
things are going to get worse before they get better around here.
Thank you for telling me that. I'm pretty sure this is. I guess we're gonna kill her. Yep. So let's do it.
Listen, confound you.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think she's gonna lose this.
Listen, confound you.
There's some of these skills with the greatsword look awesome, which is half the reason I'll go with a greatsword if I can. There we go.
I can tell by the boldness of your attack. Well done.
Thank you. And now I just got a skill point out of that, so I'll have 9 skill points. And then you use them to purchase all sorts of different skills. And the more that you level up, the better kind of skills you can get and all that sort of stuff. So that's basically how that works. The gathering of materials you can get through obviously just finding certain shit. So like out here in this farm field, there was some onions somewhere. There we go, onions. So then you just gather them with the tools that you need, which you equipped. So I've got iron tools at the moment and a master mining pickaxe, and then that's basically it. Or you can salvage certain items. So you buy salvage kits and you break it down to the materials you need. The cool thing about that is you right click and deposit the collectible, so you deposit the material, and then that just goes to a crafting table, which you'll see when you start crafting and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. You don't have to fill your inventory with useless crap, you know, because some of the stuff you're not going to use. For example, I'm an armor smith, I don't use leather, but I get a bunch of it, so you know, I can just deposit that, and then later on, if I want to do some leather working, I can change my my skills and stuff, and then go back and use all the materials that I banked, which is awesome. I think it's pretty awesome. Okay, what's the go down here? Train with soldiers, kill script, and help. Okay, alright, I'll just. There's a couple of people here. The other cool thing is you get your own loot, you get your own XP and all that sort of stuff. So,
I deserve that. I think I have bruised things. Just for the match.
they were just talking at the same time, and it's like essentially this guy will help me, and you know, like even though he's not in my party, we can still help each other and get the same experience and complete quests together and all that sort of jazz. So
Feeling that
it's very much a kind of, I don't know, it kind of meshes in well. You just do whatever you want, and you know, if you end up questing with people randomly, that's no big deal. Just works in really nicely. There are unfortunately quite a lot of bots. Majority of them are hunters, and I dare say these guys are bots. I'm guessing just by their names. Their names are retarded, and their movements are fairly predictable. They are just hitting a certain point where they turn around and they go back the other way, and it's pretty sad to see the game's kind of already under threat of that kind of shit. But I'm hoping that they will, you know, patch that kind of crap, because you can do without people that just bot the entire game. And I have come across quite a lot of not bots, but bugs as well. There's quite a lot of bugs, so you know, there is things that need sorting out in this game. There are, you know, obviously like any new MMO, I suppose there's going to be a lot of problems with it. But all in all, it's a pretty sweet game. I mean, they're doing a lot of things right in this game. I think it's probably it's kind of like a new page for MMOs. I think that you'll find maybe a lot of people will kind of take on, a lot of developers will take on some of the stuff that's done in this game, because it's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the stuff that they've done is pretty good. The other cool thing is armor customization, so you can find dyes, armor dyes and stuff like that to change the color of your armor. And there are a ton of dyes. I haven't even collected barely any, but essentially you can just go through and change the colors and stuff like that whenever you want to, and just mix and match colors. Obviously, you know, you probably can tell I'm not great with colors or fashion. You know, all red looks great. I'm a tomato. Yeah, that's what I do. But you can just go through and do anything, and you can hide your helmet slot. I hide my helmet because it makes me look like a complete freaking derp. And you know, I need to be taken seriously as a soldier of whatever fucking army I am. You know, people need to take me seriously, and they just don't take me seriously when I'm wearing a retarded helmet. They're like, look at this guy. Look at this guy. I mean, what the hell is his deal? And it does also partially hinder my eyesight, because it's like derp right in my face. But the dyes are pretty sweet, because you like get bored of what your character looks like or the color of your armor or whatever, and bam, you just change it up. Just click on the tab and away you go. So it's pretty cool. I certainly do like that. It's a very cool addition to the game. What else is there? There's no mounts or anything like that, but I don't think it really matters with the game, because you can just click on a waypoint to teleport. It does cost, the higher the level you are, the more it will cost, and obviously the further you're teleporting. it'll cost as well. So, but that's not, I don't find that a bad thing. Like that's, you know, it's pretty cool because you don't need mounts or anything like that. There's no extended amount of walking unless you're exploring. Then you kind of do have to walk a little. So sometimes you have to walk a fair way, but once you've explored and found the waypoints, it's very easy. It's a breeze, really. And also the graphical content, like the graphics in this game is awesome as well. The other thing which I can't really, I guess I can show, is if I find some bloody water. The underwater fighting, I think, is probably another highlight of the game because let's just teleport here. Just because, like, I think they got it right with the underwater combat. It's, you know, there's a whole, you get an underwater weapon which gives you underwater skills with that particular weapon, so it's pretty cool in the way that it plays out. Sometimes, yeah, it can be a little bit buggy. Like I find most of the time, most bugs I've found have kind of been underwater or with skill points, like skill points not activating properly and things like that. Eventually this will load and we'll be in Lion's Ark and I can show you the underwater stuff. But the actual graphical, if you have a good enough computer, this game looks awesome. Not only you know, not only underwater, but also there's plenty. So here's the water, massive dive, and then I get a whole bunch of different skills which I use a spear underwater because it seems that the spear is definitely the best weapon I find for the Guardian. Just the other weapon is a trident, which doesn't really do much. It's not the best of weapons. It's pretty poor damage. But you get a whole heap of different skills, which is cool. It's pretty awesome, and yeah, the underwater combat, it works quite well. It's not like, yeah, I don't know. In some games, it's been pretty shit. Like they haven't really perfected it. It's just kind of like normal, you know, fighting, just with, you know, just underwater and a little bit worse than on the actual land. One of the other things is like these things here are called vista points, so you have to kind of climb up. I doubt this is the way that I have to go to actually get to that particular vista point, but essentially it's kind of more of an achievement type thing rather than anything. You get a bit of XP for doing it, but it's kind of like if you really wanted to finish an area, you could you would go and get all the vista points because it shows when you teleport, like we saw it back at the loading screen for the Lion's Ark. It shows the waypoints you've discovered, the quests you've done, and vista points and stuff like that, and the skill points as well as the other one. And when if you want to complete an area, you got to go get all those things, which it's not like a terrible thing. It's like I don't find that bad at all. I think that's a pretty good idea for some people, because particular people want to, you know, they're like achievement hunters. They really love get all the achievements, finish all the areas, and that for those people it will really you know, excite them. I guess they'll go out and do all those things. For me, I'm not too fussed at the moment. Maybe when I'm a higher level, I'll come back and do all these particular things. Just before I end this video, I mean, it's a really great game. It's about 60 or 70 bucks Australian dollars, but you don't have to pay any subscription fee, so that's really good. You know, there are things you can purchase with your actual money, but they're far from essential to actually play the game. You're not going to be at any disadvantage. It's just an amazing game, and once they iron out the bugs, get rid of the bots, etc., this game will be like well worth the money. I don't know where I'm going now. Some boat here, I guess. So yeah, it really is. Just put you know, find $60, find $70, just buy the game, and then you don't have to pay another cent to actually play. And it's just an amazing looking game. It's the best MMO kind of graphically that I've ever come across, because WoW is alright, but this just takes the cake. So yeah, that's essentially it. I'll end it here. Oh, the only other thing I really wanted to show everybody, I'll get to some land and show you my true form as a guardian. So it's going to be pretty awesome. Well worth the 30-second wait to get to the friggin' shore. You better watch this, you salmon fish. Alright, here we go.
Melandru, show me the way.
Yeah, show me the way. I'm a tree, bitch. I'm a tree. This is actually quite pathetic considering the Necromancer's got an elite ability to turn into a fucking awesome looking Lich King. And I get to turn into a tree. Like, how is that fair? I don't know. I'm just considering making a Necromancer just for that ability. Now I'm back to myself. That's more of a support kind of form because I can cast a lot of things that sort of heal my allies and stuff like that, or allies. So yeah, it's more of a support form rather than anything. But that was a little look at Guild Wars 2. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope this gave you a bit of an idea and a bit of an insight to Guild Wars. We'll see you next time.